Sophia had always been a dreamer. Working in a busy city, she felt stuck in her 9-to-5 job. Every day was the same. Commute, work, home, sleep, repeat. She wanted adventure and something more than gray offices and endless meetings. She spent her lunch breaks reading travel blogs and looking at pictures of faraway places. One day, she decided it was time for a change. She would quit her job and become a digital nomad, traveling the world while working remotely. Sophia's job was stable and paid well, but it was boring and had no meaning. She felt like she was running in place, and she was not getting anywhere. Her love for marketing was gone, and it was replaced by a desire to see new cultures and places. She wanted to feel alive and experience the world, not just see it on a screen. She was also inspired by her friends Amy and Julie, who had been a digital nomad for 2 years. They talked about working from beaches in Bali, mountain cabins in the Alps, and cafes in Tokyo. So their stories made Sophia excited. She realized there were many possibilities, and she didn't have to stay in one place. The first challenge Sophia faced was telling her boss and colleagues about her decision. She was nervous, but determined. Her boss was surprised, but supportive, and he understood her need for change. Her colleagues wished her well, though some were unsure about her plans. Next, she needed to find remote work. Sophia updated her resume and started applying for freelance marketing jobs online. She also asked her professional network for help. Within a month, she had a few clients, and she was ready to begin her journey. Packing her life into a backpack was another challenge. She had to choose what was important and what she could live without. She sold or gave away most of her things, keeping only her laptop, some clothes, and personal items. It felt good to let go of many possessions and focus on what truly mattered. Sophia's first stop was Thailand. She arrived in Bangkok, feeling both excited and nervous. The city was full of colors, sounds, and smells. She found a co-working space to work during the day and explored temples and night markets. In the evenings, the food was delicious, and she loved the friendly locals. Living in different time zones was an adjustment. Sophia had to manage her work schedule to match her clients' hours. She used online tools to stay organized and communicate well. Despite the challenges, she found a routine that worked for her. Next, Sophia traveled to Italy. She stayed in a small apartment in Florence, working in the mornings and visiting museums and historical sites in the afternoons. She even learned some basic Italian to talk with locals. The slower pace of life in Italy was a nice change from the busy streets of Bangkok. In each new country, Sophia faced cultural differences. In Japan, she learned to enjoy the quiet and respect in public places. In Mexico, she loved the colorful street festivals and the friendly people. Every experience taught her something new about the world and herself. After a year of traveling and working remotely, Sophia felt changed. She had visited over 10 countries, and she made new friends and had many adventures. More importantly, she had found a new sense of freedom and adaptability. Sophia learned that true freedom comes from embracing change and stepping out of her comfort zone. She realized that adaptability was the key to success as a digital nomad. Whether it was adjusting to new time zones, learning local customs, or finding reliable internet, she had to be flexible and resourceful. Her journey taught her that the world is full of opportunities and that life is too short to stay in one place. She encouraged others to follow their dreams, no matter how unconventional they might seem. Sophia's story is a reminder that taking risks and pursuing your passions can lead to personal growth and fulfillment. By embracing the unknown and being open to new experiences. Anyone can find their path to happiness and success. In the end, Sophia knew she had made the right decision. She was no longer just a dreamer. She was a doer, a traveler, a digital nomad, living her best life.
Dreamer. Someone who has big ideas and dreams about the future. Example: Maria is a dreamer who wants to travel the world someday. Stuck in. Unable to move or get out of a situation. Example: he felt stuck in his boring job. Commute. The trip to and from work or school. Example: her commute to work takes about an hour each way. Endless meetings. Meetings that seem to go on forever with no end. Example: today was full of endless meetings that never seemed to finish. Digital nomad. Someone who works online from different places instead of a fixed office. Example: as a digital nomad, Lisa works from cafes in different countries. Working remotely. Doing a job from a location outside the office, usually from home or while traveling. Example: many people are now working remotely because of the pandemic. Feel alive. To feel excited and full of energy. Example: climbing the mountain made him feel alive. Mountain cabins. Small houses in the mountains, usually for vacation. Example: they spent the weekend in cozy mountain cabins. Determined. Having a strong desire to do something and not giving up. Example: she was determined to finish the marathon despite the pain. Supportive. Offering help or encouragement. Example: her family was very supportive of her decision to start a new business. Colleagues. People you work with. Example: he gets along well with his colleagues at the office. Resume. A document listing your work experience and skills. Example: she updated her resume before applying for the new job. Clients. People or companies who hire you for services. Example: the freelancer had several clients who needed graphic design work. Backpack. A bag carried on the back, often used for travel or school. Example: he packed his backpack with all the essentials for the hike. Gave away. To donate or get rid of something by giving it to someone else. Example: she gave away her old clothes to charity. Let go of something or someone. To stop holding on to something or to move on from someone. Example: it's time to let go of past mistakes and start fresh. A CEO working space. A shared office where people from different companies work together. Example: he rented a desk at a CEO working space to stay productive while traveling. Delicious. Very tasty. Example: the pasta she made for dinner was delicious. Friendly locals. People living in an area who are kind and welcoming to visitors. Example: the friendly locals helped her find her way around the city. Different time zones. Areas of the world that are in different times of the day. Example: they had to coordinate meetings across different time zones. Work schedule. The planned times for working. Example: her work schedule is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday. Online tools. Software or apps used on the internet to help with tasks. Example: she used online tools like Google and Zoom for her projects. Routine. A regular way of doing things. Example: his morning routine includes jogging and having breakfast. A small apartment. A small living space, usually in a building with other units. Example: she lives in a small apartment in the city center. Museums. Places where objects of historical, artistic, or scientific interest are displayed. Example: they visited several museums during their trip to Paris. Historical sites. Important places from history. Example, the ancient ruins were one of the most visited historical sites in the area. The slower pace of life. A lifestyle that is more relaxed and less rushed. Example, they moved to the countryside to enjoy the slower pace of life. Cultural differences. The differences in customs, beliefs, and practices between cultures. Example, understanding cultural differences is important when traveling abroad. Public places, areas that are open and accessible to everyone. Example, the park is one of the many public places where people can relax. Street festivals, celebrations held in the streets with music, dancing, and food. Example, the street festivals in Io are famous for their vibrant energy. Freedom, the power to act, speak, or think without restrictions. Example, she felt a sense of freedom when she left her old job. Adaptability, the ability to change or be changed to fit new conditions. Example, his adaptability made it easy for him to work in different environments. Stepping out of one's comfort zone. Doing something new or challenging that one is not used to. Example, she decided to step out of her comfort zone and try skydiving. Local customs, traditions and practices specific to a place or community. Example, it's important to respect local customs when visiting a new country. Flexible, able to change or be changed easily according to the situation. Example, being flexible with your plans can lead to unexpected adventures. Resourceful, able to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. Example, she was very resourceful, finding creative solutions to every problem. Follow a dream, to pursue what one is passionate about. Example, he decided to follow his dream of becoming a musician. Taking risks, doing something that involves danger or uncertainty. Example, taking risks can lead to great rewards, as long as you are prepared. Pursuing passions, actively following what one loves to do. Example, she spent her life pursuing her passions in art and dance. Doer, a person who takes action and gets things done. Example, he is a doer who always finds a way to achieve his goals.
I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Please check out more helpful content on this channel. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos too.